Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lotl. I'm Rolene Marks with today's top stories. A couple of weeks ago, we covered the terrible anti-Semitic shooting in Jersey City, in which 3 civilians, 2 of them Jewish, and a police officer were killed. We also know post the event that the intention was possibly to also shoot up a yeshiva that was next door to the supermarket where the shootings took place. Well, senior law officials in the United States have just disclosed that the van belonging to the 2 assailants held enough explosives to detonate a bomb that could have blown up at least 5 football fields. And considering the closeness of buildings and civilian infrastructure in Jersey City, it is unimaginable what kind of horror could have taken place. In Germany, the police have opened up an investigation into a man dressed as Hitler who was riding a motorcycle with a sidecar at a festival the other day. What is also disturbing is that the policeman who was on duty, who was there to guard the festival, instead of stopping and questioning the man dressed as Hitler, took out his phone and took photographs. The police spokesperson has said that anytime somebody dresses like Hitler, a mass murderer, an investigation has to be opened. And an investigation will also be opened into the police officer who should have stopped this taking place. Now, we've covered quite extensively on Lotl and will continue to do so, rising anti-Semitism, but also the importance of Holocaust education. January is a very, very important month. Not only this January do we mark the 75th anniversary of the liberation of the Auschwitz death camp, and that will take place on the 25th of January, and we're expecting dignitaries from around the world, including Putin, including Prince Charles, including other royalty and leaders from around the world who will convene in Jerusalem to pay their respects and mark this very, very important date. And to coincide with this, Lay of the Land is joining many Jewish organizations as well as individuals with the hashtag We Remember campaign. We encourage everybody to please go on social media with the hashtag We Remember. And the philosophy behind this is that we live in a world that is post the Holocaust, that daily we are losing more and more survivors, and today with rising anti-Semitism we cannot stress enough the importance of Holocaust education, as well as hearing and sharing the testimonies of survivors. Also very important, on the 27th of January is International Holocaust Memorial Day. This is not the same as Yom HaShoah, which is the National Day of Holocaust Memorial, which takes place in Israel, but a day that the UN has established to mark and commemorate the Holocaust, and also to ensure that we educate and take our vow never again very, very seriously. So those are today's top stories. We really encourage everybody to please join in the campaign We Remember. Now, if you're looking for some great reading material, don't forget you can check out our website at www.layoftheland.online. You can read archived material, you can view footage from previous Israel briefs, but you can also read an article how the Jerusalem Zoo is doing their best to help animals affected by the bushfire crisis in Australia. And just a reminder that if you would like to contribute to any of the organizations or resources in Australia, we do have a link to that on our Facebook page. While you're there, please like us or follow us, share our content, and remember that if you help share this very brief and also subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Israel Brief, you help play an important part in educating people on Israel's side of the story and standing up against rising anti-Semitism. So those are today's top stories, and with the Tuesday edition of The Israel Brief, I'm Rolene Marks, and we'll chat again tomorrow.